Very close. Very close.
Linda Lanier knew Steven Stryker for nearly a decade.
It started off as related to a business and then turned into a very tight friendship.
A friendship that ended in May of this year when Steven Stryker died. At least one state investigator puts the blame on Stryker's court-appointed guardian, Rebecca Fierle. This July 2019 investigation by Florida's Office of Public and Professional Guardians found Fierle placed a do not resuscitate order against Stryker's wishes and then ordered his feeding tube capped against the advice of Stryker's then Tampa area doctors.
Rebecca Fierle is not the only person that did this.
Friends and family have long questioned how Fierle was named as Stryker's guardian in the first place.
Steve was still capable of making his own decisions.
In case he couldn't, court records show Stryker named Linda Lanier as his durable power of attorney who would make any health care decisions on his behalf. That included the time last year when Stryker was Baker acted before admitting himself for care at Advent Health, then known as Florida Hospital. Lanier says by August 2018, Stryker was about due to be released.
If we couldn't find a place in Colorado, he was coming to my home, and the wheels were turning for that to happen.
But then Advent Health filed this petition, asking a judge to instead appoint Fierle as a guardian.
This is Philip Wallace. I'm here on behalf of the petitioner, Florida Hospital.
That petition led to a September 2018 hearing, which we've now obtained the audio recording of from multiple sources, including Orange County Court.
Lori Loftis on behalf of Steven Stryker, Your Honor, and I will waive his appearance.
Given just days' notice, Lanier says she begged attorneys for both Stryker and Advent to delay the hearing.
Both of them told me, quote unquote, that Judge Thorpe would not allow this to happen.
What you're about to hear is a portion of the hearing where Judge Janet Thorpe appeared to give Rebecca Fierle full power of guardian over Steven Stryker, based in part on the review of 3 undisclosed medical doctors.
1, 2, 3. We got 3 reports already in.
Yes, ma'am.
So much for emergency.
Right.
I think the final is later this month.
Is the 26th, I believe.
No, not anymore.
It's right now.
First and final.
To hear it now, to hear the voices and the laughing, it's horrifying.
Not including documents Judge Thorpe may have reviewed prior, this entire September 2018 hearing, removing all of Steven Stryker's rights, giving Fierle full control over his money, assets, and care, lasted just 162 seconds, less than 3 minutes, less than the time it took us to get lunch in a drive-thru. A spokesperson for the court told us in a statement, quote, "Hearings vary in length depending on their scope, purpose, and many other factors. The court cannot comment further while there is an ongoing court case and law enforcement investigation." Lanier says she felt blindsided, saying had she or even Stryker been given the chance to appear in court, the outcome would likely be different.
You have seen the
Yes.
client, and are you...
I'm in agreement, Your Honor. There was a friend out there that was serving. We're not sure if her POA was...
Yeah, there is a purported power of attorney. It was signed in February. We don't believe that probably he had the capacity to execute it. I've been in close contact with her. I talked to her for a long time yesterday. She's in agreement with having a professional guardian appointed.
Okay.
And she conveyed that to me as well.
Philip Wallace left me a voicemail the day of the hearing saying I told the judge, quote unquote, your wishes or your position. He didn't tell the judge my position. It was, he needs to go to the VA. What are you doing? You know? That was my position.
In the time since, Judge Thorpe removed Fierle from 98 cases before Fierle herself resigned from hundreds of cases statewide. By our count, that includes more than 450 cases in 13 counties. Judge Thorpe has taken it one step further, now permanently removing Fierle from any guardian appointment in Orange County. Judge Thorpe said in her filing that Fierle failed to perform in her ward's best interest, pointing to findings of a second investigation by the Orange County Comptroller's Office. OCCO investigators say Fierle billed and was paid by Advent Health nearly $4 million. Investigators say Fierle also became involved in the personal finances and health care decisions for 472 patients at Advent Health over whom she was never appointed guardian. Judge Thorpe said in her filing that Fierle never asked to file a D.N.R. for any of her wards and never told the court about her financial relationship with Advent Health. Lanier says Fierle isn't alone in causing what she calls major cracks in the system.
I want to give the judge at least the benefit of the doubt a little bit, that she can only go by who comes in front of her bench. You know, these lawyers and, you know, these folks, you know, I want to say, hey, I get it, you know, you're counting on these individuals to bring you the right information, but how much due diligence are these judges doing, you know, to make sure all of this is correct?